This gentleman by the name of Daniel Coatson tweets that I was a lifelong Democrat until COVID. In April 2020, 1 month into lockdowns, I told my wife that I would never vote for a Democrat again. The party had become evil. And this was before Democrats forcibly masked 2-year-olds and before their totalitarian vaccine coercion. I love it. Absolutely love it, but let me just go ahead and get ahead of the game. I am not saying the Republican Party is the answer, or not even the Libertarian, or really any other. That doesn't, just because one person can say the Democratic Party is kind of like treading in the evil direction, that doesn't automatically assume something else. I'm not the biggest fan of the Republican Party. Let me put it this way. Here is full transfer of power back to the people. Here is the Democratic Party. Okay, this is how I see it. So 100 on this side is full transfer of power back to the people, and over here is on the other extreme the Democratic Party. Right? If Democrats run this country, we're going to have the complete opposite of transferring power back to the people. But now, where's the Republican Party? I'd say the Republican Party is right around here. Right? Not the best, not anywhere close to transferring power back to the people, but the lesser of two evils. Now, with that being said, if this country was completely ran by Republicans, that's only one small step in the right direction. That's only one step out of many that we have to go towards to transferring power back to the people. So, yeah, I'm not some Republican activist over here that say the GOP is the best and the Republican Party is the best and the Democrats sucks. I mean, the Democrats really do suck, but so do a lot of Republicans. So I even quote tweeted him. This is 100. However, this does not mean the only alternative is the Republican Party. Free your mind. I also tweeted the other day that the problem with labels and camps, I'm huge on dismantling labels and getting us out of these ideological tribalistic camps. The problem with labels and camps, this is a different tweet. I can look to the Republican, Democratic, and Libertarian Party and agree with some stances and disagree with others. So why put yourself in one of those camps? Why label yourself and restrict your way of thinking? Free your mind. It is so important. We have to free our mind. We have to get these labels out of us. We have to break free from these camps if we're going to transfer power back to the people. But let's go back to Daniel's tweets and how the Democratic Party has essentially become evil at this point. It's not your grandfather's Democratic Party anymore. It's not the Democratic Party of the JFK Democrats, the Blue Dog Democrats, the people who care about this country. The Democratic Party has been taken over by those woke, quote-unquote, activists. It's true. It is 100% true. That's who runs the Democratic Party. And it's absolutely insane what's going on. It breaks my heart, actually, because there's so many good, honest Americans out there with integrity who care about their country and just want to go out about their day, who still vote for the absolutely insane and evil Democratic Party. In COVID, they embraced the lockdowns of small businesses for as long as they possibly could. For small businesses, by the way, just small businesses, they conveniently forgot about shutting down the Home Depots, the Walmarts, the big box stores. My gym around the corner that I go to had to close, but I could go to Home Depot and stand in line and go to Home Depot and still be within 2-3 feet of another person. That was totally fine, right? It was COVID that shut down the small businesses. The big box stores had ways to keep us safe in the small. Give me a break. Give me a break. I've heard it all. The Democrats, that's just one example out of many. Now, I get it, okay. Republicans, like all Republicans except Kristi Noem's governor of South Dakota, shut down. You look to Ron DeSantis, the Florida's governor, he locked down for 2 weeks. I get it. That's why I said the Republican Party isn't the full transfer of power back to the people, but it's one small step in the right direction. You had the Democrats who locked down for as long as they possibly can. You've had most Republicans locked down for just a little bit. So again, just one small step in the right direction would be the Republicans. So that's just one example of how evil and chaotic the Democratic Party has gotten. How about the forced vaccinations of the entire public, right? Coercion. I just don't understand what's going on with people. The forced vaccination of the population. Or you're going to lose your job if you don't get vaccinated. Think about that for a second. It is hard to imagine from just a casual guy how that's a good thing. You're gonna get vaccinated against your will. You're gonna get vaccinated if you want to go. You better get vaccinated if you want to go into that restaurant. Talk about medical segregation. That is evil. That is evil. Now I'll bring up abortion a little bit. I get it. There's people out there who are pro-choice. But whatever happened to safe, legal, and rare? The Democratic Party, they're champion abortion. They are abortion champs. They are abortionist healthcare, celebrating abortion. You had people at Democrats at the State of the Union address just the other day wearing abortion pins. You have people on late night comedy shows cheering abortion, 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 and having parades about it. It's a real thing. Now, again, if you're on the pro-choice side and you're like, oh, the 13-year-old should be able to have an abortion if she's raped, or if the health of the mother life of the mother is in danger, I got it. That's a reasonable, logical stance to be pro-choice in that sense. But to cheer it on and to say we are champions of abortion is wrong. That's evil. The Democratic Party has chosen the side of evil, and one thing that I like to say before we move on to the next segment is this is not a left versus right battle anymore. This is a battle for power and transferring your power back to the people. And we can also say this is a battle of good versus evil. Now, again, I'm not saying the Republican Party is the side of good, but the Democratic Party certainly isn't as well.